Archangel Michael says, something powerful is turning in your favor even though it once broke your heart into quiet pieces. A deep wave of energy moved at midnight, so still, so invisible, yet meant entirely for you. The person who let you go thought they were escaping pain, but what they've entered is far worse. It began with silence, complete, suffocating silence. They thought the absence of your voice would bring them peace, but instead, it brought echoes they couldn't quiet. They see your name in places that shouldn't hold it and hear your laugh in rooms that are too empty. A message was typed out and deleted 13 times last night. The screen glowed with their uncertainty, but the emotion was real and raw. They never meant for you to see them cry, but lately, the tears have become unrelenting. The regret has started to spread like wildfire, burning their old justifications into ashes. They've started admitting truths they once buried. What's more shocking is what they now want to do about it. Type Amen to get blessing 333. You are not aware of this yet, but someone has spoken your name in a lawyer's office. There is a document being crafted with your initials embossed in gold. This isn't about apologies, it's about making things right in a way that even you never saw coming. Archangel Michael says, a surprising reversal has occurred in the heart of someone who betrayed your trust. They are coming forward not just with words, but with a gift tied to a memory only the two of you share. It's not just emotional, it's material, valuable, and sacred. This person once thought they were strong for leaving. Now, they realize they were only running from a mirror they didn't want to face, and as they look back, what they left behind looks more like a treasure than a problem. Their current relationship, if any, has already started collapsing. It was never built on love, it was built on distraction, and distractions cannot hold the weight of true emotion. Type Amen to get blessing 727. They have started collecting things that remind them of you. One photograph still lives in their wallet. One message from you remains saved and untouched, like a wound they protect even as it stings. A friend close to them has noticed the changes. This friend has secretly reached out to someone you once knew, asking if you're happy now. They're trying to gauge whether there's a door still slightly open. You have no idea the nights this person has stayed awake wondering how you'd react if they appeared again. They've rehearsed every sentence, every possibility. But one plan, in particular, is forming faster than even they expected. There is a trip being planned, somewhere close to where you once walked together. They believe that if fate aligns and you appear at that place, it will be the universe's permission. Type Amen to get blessing 144. Their family has now become part of this process. Someone older, wiser, possibly a mother or an aunt, has started nudging them toward you again. That older figure sees the pain in their eyes and knows only you can dissolve it. They've recently turned to something spiritual to find peace, and every sign they get leads back to you. Whether it's a feather on the ground, a name in a book, or a dream that replays your face, it's all drawing them closer. You are not meant to suffer from this memory forever. You were meant to grow, to rise, and to be returned something precious. And that return is now aligning in a way more divine than logical. Archangel Michael says, when the universe wants something restored, it creates disturbances in the ones who broke it. That's what's happening now. A divine imbalance is pushing your ex toward something they once feared, your forgiveness. Type Amen to get blessing 1155. A purchase has already been made. A gift that connects to your past, your personality, your unspoken dreams. It's not a bribe, it's an offering from a heart that finally understands its mistake. They want to surprise you not with words, but with action. There's something they want to hand to you in person, wrapped in trembling hands, covered in silence, because no apology will ever be enough, so they offer it with hope instead. They're terrified you've moved on. But despite the fear, they're coming closer, and your spirit, though guarded, may soon sense them before you even see them. You will hear from someone indirectly connected to them soon. That person might casually bring up their name, unaware they've become the messenger. Pay attention, this will be your sign. Type Amen to get blessing 949. The divine is orchestrating this not just as reunion, but as reward. What was once a heartbreak is turning into a vessel of restoration. The heavens have not forgotten what you endured behind closed doors. There's a moment coming when you will be asked to remember, but not to reopen old wounds. Instead, you'll be offered the chance to close them forever with grace and power. And in return, something once taken from you will be handed back. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. Archangel Michael says, a portal of emotional energy has shifted timelines for you. You're being moved into a chapter where your past becomes your platform, not your prison. And the person who once ran will now walk slowly toward you, this time without ego. They have imagined kneeling. Not for your forgiveness, but to thank you, for loving them, for enduring them, and for showing them what real care looks like. They see you now with new eyes. Type Amen to get blessing 383. This coming weekend holds weight. You may not feel it in the calendar, but in the spirit realm, something big is scheduled. It's tied to a date they never forgot, a date you thought was long erased. They may arrive unexpectedly. A message, a package, or a personal appearance, and when they do, they will carry with them more than guilt, they will carry transformation. You may be overwhelmed by the timing. But trust that this is divinely delayed, not forgotten. What was broken is being rebuilt with intention. A pet, a song, or a scent will act as a signal beforehand. Watch closely, even your dreams will start whispering clues. Type Amen to get blessing 1010. Their regret has manifested physically, insomnia, anxiety, and emotional fatigue have haunted them. But this is not to pity them, it is to show you how deeply you were rooted in their soul. You may find yourself tested emotionally soon, but do not react from the old wounds, respond from your healed self. Your strength is not in what you endured, but in how you now rise. There's a rare celestial shift coming soon, aligning with your spiritual gifts, and this shift is activating past karma. You are not meant to chase. You are meant to receive. You gave love in raw form, and now something raw and real is coming back. But this time, it carries accountability. That is the difference. Type Amen to get blessing 212. If you still feel emotions rising unexpectedly, it's because their thoughts are reaching you. They're remembering everything, the little acts of kindness, the way your hands calmed their storms, and the way you believed in them when they doubted themselves. They are not expecting a warm welcome. They've braced for coldness, for distance. But they will show up anyway, because the pull is stronger than their pride. There is a note they once wrote for you and never sent. That note is still folded and hidden. Now, they are deciding whether to finally place it in your hands. You are not obligated to accept anything. But what's coming to you is not a burden, it's a blessing that was delayed but never denied. Type Amen to get blessing 656. There's a connection between your ex and a person you've recently started dreaming about. That person is acting as a spiritual carrier, delivering unresolved messages, wrapping them in vision. Trust those dreams. Your name is being whispered with hope now, not regret. They want to rewrite their part in your story. Not to erase the past, but to balance it. The unexpected gift might come as money, property, or a symbolic token. But what's more important is what it will represent. Restoration Closure Honor Archangel Michael says, this gift is not just from them, it is from the universe, repackaging your pain into power. Accept it with calm, not confusion. Type Amen to get blessing 787. You will not be alone when this arrives. Someone will be present, a friend, a relative, or even a stranger, who confirms that this moment is real and meant for you. They will be your witness. Don't mistake their nervousness for insincerity. They are trembling because they now see the magnitude of who you truly are. They are entering your presence differently now. This is not a story of romantic reunion, it's a divine handoff, one phase closing with dignity, another beginning with clarity. A sacred transition. The final act of this person will astonish you. What they've written, prepared, or signed will tell you everything they never could say aloud. And that's when you'll finally understand what this was all for. Type Amen to get blessing 303. The skies have been waiting to deliver this message through synchronicity. This isn't just your ex's regret, it's the divine reshaping your past to serve your purpose. You are not the same person they left. This time, the circle completes itself with meaning. The pain that once broke you is now becoming the gift that builds you. And the hands that once let go may now extend something rare, true remorse, followed by sacred redemption. Archangel Michael says, the next 21 days hold powerful spiritual openings. Stay alert, stay aligned, and stay open to receive. This is your appointed moment. The energy that surrounds your life now is very different from the one that surrounded your heartbreak. You have unknowingly stepped into a divine field of magnetic power, where every wound is now a source of wisdom. The very pain that once silenced you is now echoing with strength, calling your blessings to you like a song only the universe can hear. There is a shift in the atmosphere each time they speak your name. Something spiritual answers in return. Every regret they confess is now opening a door they thought was permanently closed. They once believed they had time to figure themselves out, time to chase distractions, time to see if something better existed. But now, time feels like a wall closing in around them. You are not just a memory, they realize you were the center of their clarity. The longer they run from the truth, the more they feel the consequences. That's why they've stopped running. That's why they're preparing now, not to chase you, but to restore what they lost. Type Amen to get blessing 777. You may not understand the exact moment it shifts, but you will feel it in your sleep first. Your dreams will change, the heaviness in your chest will begin to lighten. Their apology won't come wrapped in perfection. It will come with trembling words, unfinished sentences, and long pauses, but it will come with truth. There is something that was always meant to be yours, and it's finally returning in a strange and beautiful way. The gift they bring may not be what you expected, but it will carry the weight of everything they never had the courage to say. A spiritual messenger, someone you haven't spoken to in a long while, will contact you soon with a simple message: they still care. That message will unlock the final gate. Type Amen to get blessing 505. Behind the scenes, their world has started to unravel in small, unnoticeable ways. Things aren't working the way they used to. Success feels hollow, relationships feel shallow, and peace is now something they have to chase. They remember how calm your presence was. They remember how even your silence made them feel safe. And now, without it, their nights are restless and their mornings come with a heaviness they can't explain. They have finally started doing the work: healing, introspection, emotional growth. But every path they take still loops back to one person: you. The one they thought they could live without, but now understand they can't forget. You are not a ghost haunting them, you are a light leading them back to the truth. And with every step, they are shedding their pride and preparing to offer you what they never could before. Type Amen to get blessing 2121. There is an object they've kept that still carries your energy. It may be a piece of clothing, a gift, a letter, or even a scent. Every time they touch it, they remember, and in that remembering, they are starting to feel again. Not the pain, not the anger, but the love, the real, raw, undeniable love that existed before it all fell apart. Your silence has spoken volumes. It has made more noise in their spirit than any angry words ever could, and now they are listening. There's a plan in motion. One they didn't tell anyone about. It involves your name, your city, and a moment that's being created to honor what you once gave so selflessly. Type Amen to get blessing 999. You may feel anxious for no reason soon. That is your spirit preparing. You are not imagining this connection. It is alive, active, and growing stronger by the day. The next gift you receive may come in an envelope or a box, but it will carry more than what it contains. It will carry clarity. And once you open it, your spirit will feel a release. The gift may not erase the past, but it will open the gate to a new chapter, one where you finally sit in the power of knowing your worth was never dependent on their presence. And yet, their return will now reflect that worth fully. They are not coming back as who they were, they are arriving as someone who has gone through the fire. And this time, they know exactly what they are offering. Type Amen to get blessing 1113. Your name has not just been on their lips, it has been in their prayers, in their guilt, in their wishes. They've asked for signs, and every one of them has pointed toward you. Even people around them. Strangers, co-workers, even random conversations, seem to mention someone who reminds them of you. That's not coincidence. That's divine prompting. You are not just the lesson they learned, you are the purpose they ignored. And now that purpose is knocking on their heart, demanding attention. You'll be contacted sooner than you expect, and when it happens, you'll feel something calm wash over you. Not fear. Not confusion, but a strange, peaceful knowing. Type Amen to get blessing 888. You are about to experience an upgrade in your reality, because the gift coming is not just emotional, it's symbolic of everything you poured out finally returning with interest. What you lost in tears is returning in treasures. This person may not deserve your trust right away, but they will offer something rare: honesty. They will not force your forgiveness. They will ask for your time, and what they place in your hands, whether it be a ring, a letter, a deed, or a key, will be their soul speaking through action. It's their final attempt to do right by you. The story isn't repeating, it's being rewritten. This time, with your dignity at the center. Type Amen to get blessing 414. Archangel Michael says, this situation was not random. You were assigned to this person to awaken something divine in them. And even though it hurt, the mission is now bearing fruit. You passed the test. You stayed pure in intention, even when it cost you peace. And now heaven is rewarding that energy in a way no human could. Don't be surprised if the universe shifts your schedule, your plans, or your direction in the coming days. It's aligning you with the place, time, and space where the restoration will occur. You were never forgotten, you were being positioned. And the unexpected gift you receive is proof of how deeply heaven has been paying attention. Type Amen to get blessing 616. What once felt like loss will now feel like justice. The very hands that broke your heart may soon tremble as they try to make it whole. This isn't just romance, it's resurrection. You may not need them anymore, but that's why this moment matters. You are free. And from that freedom, you get to choose, not from pain, but from wisdom. They are not expecting you to forget. But they are hoping you'll recognize their growth. Because this time, they are showing up, not to take, but to give. Something rare is happening. A karmic cycle is closing. And your name is the one written in the center of its final chapter. Type Amen to get blessing 373. If this message found you, it's because the angels needed you to hear this truth before it arrives. You are being prepared not just for reunion, but for reward. You were the blessing all along. Now that truth is being seen, honored, and responded to by the very soul who once walked away. What they return with will leave you speechless. It won't be loud. It won't be dramatic. But it will be undeniable, and you will feel peace like never before. Archangel Michael says, the divine doesn't just heal, it repays. And this repayment is not delayed anymore, it's coming directly to you. There is still one piece left that needs to fall into place, and it's happening right now, without your effort. The person who once walked away in pride is now walking back in humility. They are being spiritually pulled to face you with reverence, not with excuses. You might receive a call, but they may not speak right away. Their breath may shake, their silence may stretch longer than expected. But when they do speak, it will not be a performance, it will be the truth laid bare. They are not just returning with empty hands. There's something they've secured that holds financial, emotional, or spiritual meaning. It's their way of saying, I finally understand the value of what I lost. You are not required to welcome them in the same way as before. You've grown, you're wiser. But the gift coming your way is still yours by divine right. Type Amen to get blessing 1212. There's a legal paper, a ticket, or an envelope that is being finalized. Their name might be on it, but yours is the reason it exists. It's something they're arranging quietly, without anyone knowing. This is not an act of guilt. It's an act of accountability. It's their attempt to repay a debt their soul owes your spirit. And it's protected by angels. Your aura is glowing brighter, and that's why you've become a magnet for what's rightfully yours. All that was once withheld from you is now trying to find its way back. There's no need to chase, argue, or demand anymore. What's coming is coming because your energy finally commands it. This is divine compensation. Type Amen to get blessing 744. You may feel pressure in your chest, a flutter in your stomach, or see repeating numbers when this moment nears. These are not coincidences. These are alerts from the heavens. When you least expect it, you'll open your door. Phone, or heart, and what was missing will arrive. But it will look transformed, more aligned, and more intentional than ever before. Your ex is not the same. They have faced the darkest parts of themselves and seen where they went wrong. The pain you felt has become the wisdom they've had to learn the hard way. Now they don't just see you, they feel you, and that feeling has overtaken their pride, their fear, and their delay. That's why they're coming forward now, no matter what it costs them. Type Amen to get blessing 808. A place that once held pain for you will soon bring peace. It may be a bench, a street, or a cafe. And when you return or pass by again, your spirit will feel different. Free, cleansed, restored, because now, you're not carrying the pain. You're walking with the power. The emotional weight has turned into divine authority. There's still one surprise the universe has planned. It's tied to your birthday, or theirs, or a date that has followed you around like a shadow. On that day, something sacred will arrive. It may not be wrapped in bows. It may not be loud. But when you receive it, you'll cry, not out of sadness, but from the deep knowing that God never forgot you. Type Amen to get blessing 3030. Archangel Michael says, this was not a punishment. It was preparation. You had to become who you are now to receive what's about to be handed to you. Even if you never want to love them again, their return still holds value. Because their regret has been turned into a vessel for your blessing, you are being crowned through the very channel that once caused your tears. Soon, their feet will stand in front of yours, unsure of what to say. But what they offer will speak louder than words, and in that sacred moment, your soul will recognize the shift. You are not going backward. You are being honored forward, with a reward that only divine hands could arrange. Type Amen to get blessing 1919. They may have broken your heart, but your light broke their illusion. You were never meant to be forgotten, you were meant to awaken them. And now that they're awake, they are moving with intention. There is no force greater than divine timing. And this timing is yours. You are in alignment with the miracle, and the miracle is heading straight to you. What felt like rejection was redirection. What felt like the end was a disguised beginning, and what felt like silence was the deep sound of heaven preparing your return. So let this gift come. Let it land in your life. You've waited long enough. Type Amen to get blessing 1717. Your name has been etched into their spirit like a sacred code. They may go many places, meet many faces, but your energy has no replacement. That's why they keep circling back. They once believed they could move on. But every move they made led them to realize how deeply you changed them. And now, all those changes are pushing them toward making this right. You will be shocked at how much they remember, little things, precious details, moments you thought they dismissed, that memory is part of the gift. They want to show you they truly saw you. Not just who you were, but who you are. And now they want to honor that truth. Type Amen to get blessing 1313. The divine will not let this moment pass unblessed. You may cry when it happens, but your tears will taste different this time. They will taste like relief, like peace, like completion. You will stand taller after this. Not because someone returned, but because destiny has been fulfilled, the loose end has been tied with grace. And in your heart, a space once empty will feel calm, warm, and full again. Maybe not with romance, but with resolution. That is the real gift. This is more than reconciliation. It's restoration, it's justice. It's balance. Type Amen to get blessing 2244.